So olwaleero ku State House Investors Protection Unit tubadde ba mukisa nti twayise abakulira abakozi ba government ministry ya technology ne national guidance tubadde n'omuwandiisi w'enkalakalira Dr. Amina Zawedde ne executive director wa National Information Technology Authority NITA Uganda nga twabadde twayise bamusiga nsimbi abali mu business processing outsourcing kyekigambo ekyo kyebayita BPOs. Actually lwaleero tubasabye nti banoonye ekigambo abantu abulijjo kye basobola okutegeera obulungi naye nga ensi yonna ekimanyi nga BPOs. BPOs omugaso gwayo ekikulu kiri nti okukuŋŋaanya abantu abakuguka oba abasoma mugiyita emyoga ng'okubala ebitabo ebyamateeka ebya engineers actually n'ebyemikono like si bya mikono okukwatamu naye bw'oba n'ekitone nga omanyi okuvunula olulimi olulala ne babeera wamu okutondawo okuteekako emirimu gy'abaana baffe kyetugenderera. So tuyise ba investors ababadde bayita 15 abali mu business processing outsourcing BPOs nga abamu already bataddewo awokukolera ekkolero erisobola okutuuza abantu abayita mu 3,000 gurupu emu oba kampani emu etuuza abantu 3,000 endala etuuza abantu 2,500 ngenza okubala nga betubadde nabo olwaleero basobola okufunira abantu abatali wansi wa 5,000 nga batudde wamu nga bakolera wano ku kompyuta naye nga bakolera ensi ez'ebweru. Tutegedde nti BPOs ensi ekyasinze okugifunamu ennyo India byatandikira nga egiddako ye Philippines, Europe bikolera ddala naye nti ne Uganda tuli ku namba y'omukaaga tetuli wali. So ffe obwedda tugamba nti tusobola ffe nga Uganda olw'okuba abaana baffe boogera bulungi Olungereza ate kye kyetaagisa okusinga Olungereza lw'Abannayuganda lusingira ddala olw'Abayindi. Actually Abayindi be ba investors abamu abalimu ekyo bye batugamba nti Abannayuganda boogera bulungi Oluzungu abaana baffe abasomye n'abo abataasoma ennyo naye boogera bulungi Oluzungu. So ekigendererwa kiri kya kutondawo emirimu ba investors tubakuŋŋaanyiza n'aba ministry ekola ku ebyo ne tukkiziganya nti already policy kweri amateeka mweyina okukolera cabinet again yayisa policy nga mulimu emitendera gyonna BPOs bweyina okukola. Twalaganye nti omwezi ogwokusatu tujja kuba nga tuyina akatale oba emirimu BPOs etondebwawo ng'eyita kumpi mu 3,000. So kyekibadde kigendererwa kyaffe okulaba nti tuyite bamusiga nsimbi batugambye bye bakola tufunire abaana baffe emirimu batuule ku kompyuta bakolera Abajapani bakolera Abachina nga basinziira waffe wano mu Uganda bwe bafuna akasente nga netukuza economic development. Actually wedda tugamba nti abaana baffe ababagenze Buwarabu okukuba ekyeyo okukola emirimu gino egy'emikono emirimu egy'awaka emirimu egya security singa naffe tuweereza abanakolera ku computers ne bakolera ensi endala si kusindika abaffe bagende batuula eri ate bakolere ku computers nga bakolera amawanga amalala. Tugamba nti tusobola okuleeta emirimu ne bagikolera wano mu kifo ky'okugenda eri ne basasulwa. Obwedda tugamba nti omwana Munnayuganda okuva wano n'agula tiketi agende e Buwarabu akole ensimbi ezitayita nga miliyoni emu asobola okuzikolera wano singa tukolera wamu nga gavumenti ne bamusiga nsimbi abalala babitegeera bino ebya BPOs basobola okukola ennyingi nga basinzidde wano awaka e Uganda mu kifo ky'okubasindika eri gye bagenda obumu ne basangayo embeera embi nnyo kubanga nze nakirabako abaana abamu ababonabonera eyo gye bagenda okuba ebintu. Yes, I'm not going to allow you to sit without something. Who have already established great infrastructure and are promoting the BPOs. And allow me to introduce Mr. Regine Jane, the founder, Yako ICT Center at Namanga. Please, you're most welcome, sir. With him is Madame Grace Labong, investment in Uganda. Mr. Rajesh, my friend, you're most welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Madam, yes, I think the rest. Business process outsourcing, BPO, focusing on an issue of national interest, creating employment, especially for the young people that of a big proportion to our in our national population. The government of Uganda, as part of its commitment to socio-economic transformation, is intentionally creating sustainable employment opportunities for youth who constitute, again, a significant proportion of Uganda's population. As the State House Investors Protection Unit, we view the BPO industry as a pathway to positioning Uganda as a global hub for service export, talent sourcing, and talent export. And so we are privileged to have all of you that are already making a big contribution in establishing but also sustaining the BPO infrastructure and making opportunities available for our young population. We value you very, very highly. With a youthful population that is over 700,000 reaching the work age each year according to the National Planning Authority. So we have 700,000 young people that reach working age every year, and the opportunities are not expanding. So we are happy that those of you that are focusing on BPOs, you are going actually to multiply. Now it will not be an expansion, it's going to be multiplication in creating job opportunities. Because the talent is there, the skill you have, and some of the young people we know and have in this nation are already skilled, but have been looking forward for you, the investors, that are promoting many opportunities for them to earn a living and also employ others. Dear distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our conversation this afternoon is therefore to be inclined towards pinpointing our BPO potential as a country and agreeing on how we capitalize on the available opportunities or availability of opportunities. To help frame a common outline for this conversation, permit me to request all of us to reflect on these three underlying questions. And my questions are basically for the investors that are already in this sector. And of course, each one of you has an investment role that you are playing. So the questions are: one, how can we leverage digital technology to create value by employing young people to contribute to economic growth? How can we leverage digital technology to create value by employing young people to contribute to economic development? Secondly, how can we situate the BPO job creation potential in the broader digital economy landscape? How can we situate the BPO job creation potential in the broader digital economy landscape? Thirdly, and last, how can we coordinate efforts to drive the smooth integration of BPO in our country? I repeat, how can we coordinate efforts to drive a smooth integration of BPO in our economy? Again, as Investors Protection Unit, our mission is to collaboratively coordinate with all government ministries, departments, and agencies in collaboration with the private sector to ensure a thriving investment landscape. Certified forensic examiners that we as government can partner with the convocation to identify the best and quick learners to ensure that maybe we start with those. It is in our interest that we start with the best brains so that we market our services, we market Uganda's BPO to be led by the best brains, because after all they are there. And of course we don't want to leave out any person behind. We don't want to leave any of a talented person in any way behind. But since the convocation has a pool of first class graduates, why then can't the private sector in BPOs in partnership with the government start with those, identifying those in their professions or professional lines, mentor them, because his main the President George here, the one of the convocation, not to say His Excellency President Museveni, because everything we do must be in the interest of His Excellency President Museveni, because he deployed us wherever we are to ensure that every Ugandan is supported to do well. You know, his message is always supporting wealth creation, ensuring that his Vazuku, the youth, are not left behind. Lately, some of us who are aging, we are beginning to be jealous. Every message is for the Vazuku. So now we are saying, but we sort out. But now all our energies must be put on His Excellency the President's direction of supporting the Vazuku wherever they are. So, Madam P, where you are a lecturer at Makerere there, now that they are proposing that they need mentorship sessions or classes. Yeah. But when you have already the first class and the second class up and any other that is there, why don't you start with those to skill them? Because they are fast learners by all means. For someone to have a first class degree, you don't need 2 months to teach them on how to use a computer or what. They already know. So I think it is in our interest that we start with the already, with those that have already distinguished themselves in performance in class, so that you also reduce on the cost of training someone who may have forgotten how to use whatever equipment you use. So again, it's a proposal. But also, chairman of the BPO Council of Uganda, Professor Raze, we request that you consider your council meeting with the convocation leadership to get away on how to mentor those people, showing them the direction to go.